My American journey includes an adventure I had backpacking through Mexico, my father's place of birth. My experiences in Mexico were powerful. Once I saw a mural.
Once, I saw a mural whose visual poetry expressed a principal purpose of the human race. At the left of the mural, a group huddles in fear amongst a cold, dark wilderness. A thorny bush, perhaps struck by lightning, burns with a threatening fire. Out of the group emerges an individual who captures the fire with a torch. The torch is passed hand to hand through the ages in advancement of our people. The torch passes from a modern human to our future descendants until achieving a future cosmic transcendence. Seeing this mural, I chose to pursue a life where I grasped the blazing torch of our ancestors to carry it as far as my life spans.
In this next segment, Emerson meditates on the past and the importance of books. He also speaks of the artist. Finally, he issues a warning about placing the past on a pedestal.
The next great influence into the spirit of the scholar is the mind of the past. In whatever form, whether of literature, of art, of institutions, that mind is inscribed. Books are the best type of the influence of the past, and perhaps we shall get at the truth, learn the amount of this influence more conveniently by considering their value alone. The theory of books is noble. The scholar of the first age received into him the world around, brooded thereon, gave it the new arrangement of his own mind, and uttered it again. It came into him, life. It went out from him, truth. It came to him, short-lived actions. It went out from him, immortal thoughts. It came to him, business. It went from him, poetry. It was dead fact. Now it is quick thought. It can stand and it can go. It now endures. It now flies. It now inspires. Precisely in proportion to the depth of mind from which it issued, so high does it soar, so long does it sing. Or I might say it depends on how far the process had gone of transmuting life into truth. In proportion to the completeness of the distillation, so will the purity and imperishableness of the product be. But none is quite perfect. As no air pump can by any means make a perfect vacuum, so neither can any artist entirely exclude the conventional, the local, the perishable from his book, or write a book of pure thought that shall be as efficient in all respects to a remote posterity as to contemporaries, or rather to the second age. Each age, it is found, must write its own books, or rather, each generation for the next succeeding. The book of an older period will not fit this. Yet hence arises a grave mischief. The sacredness which attaches to the act of creation, the act of thought, is transferred to the record. The poet chanting was felt to be a divine man. Henceforth, the chant is divine also. The writer was a just and wise spirit. Henceforth, it is settled the book is perfect, as the love of the hero corrupts into worship of his statue. Instantly, the book becomes noxious, the guide is a tyrant. The sluggish and perverted mind of the multitude, slow to open to the incursions of reason, having once so opened, having once received this book, stands upon it and makes an outcry if it is disparaged. Colleges are built on it. Books are written on it by thinkers, not man thinking, by men of talent, that is, who start wrong, who set out from accepted dogmas, not from their own sight of principles. Meek young men grow up in libraries, believing it is their duty to accept the views which Cicero, which Locke, which Bacon have given, forgetful that Cicero, Locke, and Bacon were only young men in libraries when they wrote these books. Hence, instead of man thinking, we have the bookworm. Hence, the book-learned class, who value books as such, not as related to nature and the human constitution, but as making a sort of third estate with the world and the soul. Hence, the restorers of readings, the emendators, the bibliomaniacs of all degrees. Books are the best of things, well used, abused among the worst. What is the right use? What is the one end which all means go to effect?